Grand afternoon. The temp is about 55 degrees Fahrenheit. We're not going to get any higher than that. We might get to 57, I'm thinking they're saying. We are supposed to drop down, I think, into early in the morning, I think, to 39 degrees Fahrenheit, which is cold for Houston. And I'm out here doing another video because I got a question by someone who were asking me about my peace trees. They were saying, will my peace trees that I have, will they actually flower and actually bear fruit in my southern zone? And that was a very good question to ask because I never covered that. When you're buying fruit trees, make sure you are buying the type of variety for your ag area. Make sure you are buying the right kind of variety for your ag area. I live in ag zone in Texas, 9A, 9B, in southern Texas, in Houston area. Texas is a very large state. Texas is the second largest state in the whole country. Up north in Texas, it's 8A, 8B. Huge state. So before I buy a deciduous fruit tree, like a peach or whatever, I make sure that I'm buying the right kind of peach tree that will actually bloom and fruit in my area. Because all these deciduous, which is American fruit trees, have what's called chill hours. They have what's called chill hours. They need so many chill hours, which is colder weather, to get them to bloom and produce fruit. So before I bought my fruit trees, I did my research. It's very important to do your research when you're buying fruit trees for your ag zone. So I made sure I only bought dwarf fruit trees that could actually bloom and fruit in my area. That's why I have the Flory, Flory, dwarf fruit trees, the three first ones, and I have 3 of these Bonanza miniature dwarf fruit trees. These fruit trees require a lot less chill hours. They don't need that many chill hours to bloom and fruit. They require a lot less chill hours. These peach trees, these two varieties. Most peach trees will not bloom in my area. Most peach trees, especially the larger ones, will not bloom in my area because it does not get cold enough here in southern Houston, in the Houston area. It doesn't get cold enough. So before you go out and buy a variety of fruit, make sure that variety is the proper variety that will bloom and give you fruit. All my fruit trees will bloom and give me fruit because they're in the right ag zone and they don't require a whole lot of chill hours. They don't require a ton of chill hours, and we get enough of chill hours here for them to bloom and fruit properly. So they are in the right ag zone. So make sure before you go out and buy your fruit trees is you read again and ask the nursery you buy them from, hey, I'm buying this type of fruit tree, peach tree, or apple tree. Will it bloom in this area? Do you have any information on that? Do your research, because everything's about money. Because the reality is, some of these nurseries will take your money. They'll lie to you. Some of these nurseries will lie to you just to get your money. That's the world we're living in, people. We're living in the world of capitalism. So make sure you're buying the right peach trees or apple trees or any other kind of deciduous tree that the chill hours are proper for them to bloom and produce fruit in your area. Don't waste your money. I hate wasting money, and I know you guys hate wasting money too. So that's my answer to the gentleman who hit me up on TikTok and asked me, hey, would those peach trees you have bloom in southern Texas, in the Houston area? This is my answer. Yes, they will. Because I had the variety that will bloom. These are both dwarf varieties, a Flory, Flory, and a Bonanza peach tree. They're both peach trees, and they will bloom and fruit in my area. So, matter of fact, the one up front in the blue pot, it fruited a year and a half ago and gave me some nice, delicious peaches. So I know that for a fact. But they will bloom, produce pretty flowers and delicious fruit. So make sure when you buy your fruit trees, you're buying your fruit trees in a zone, for your zone, that will give you fruit. That's the whole purpose of me having these trees, is to get food from them, right? Not to just look good, but I want food from my fruit trees, from everything out here. I want food. So with that, you guys have a nice Monday. Get outside, get some sun in your skin, breathe, detox, drink some tea, find your tea, use your hands, make your own stuff, save money, prep. At the end of the day, ain't nobody coming to save us. We got to learn how to save ourselves.